Hello my beautiful lovelies! Today I am channeling my inner Emmy from the channel Emmy Made in Japan because I have never filmed a cooking video before and I need some frame of reference, and I'm using her because she's just so lovely. I love her channel. Everything she does is just stellar. There will be a link in the description if somehow you've never seen her before. And today we will be turning my cats into cereal brands, and more specifically, cornflake brands, because cornflakes definitely seem to be the easiest cereal to make at home. And I'm not trying to do anything too complicated, and I will be following the recipe by the channel I Cook and Paint, fellow Canadian, fellow YouTuber, and link will also be down in the description in case you want to make your own cornflakes or follow along or something. Let's get right to it. Okay, so the recipe is very simple. Basically just cornmeal, water, sugar, and salt. And I'm going to be adding flavors because that's how we're going to be turning my cats' personalities into cereals. I just need to measure out like 3 cups. But I only have 500 grams, which is not 3 cups. It's a little shy of 3 cups. So I'll have roughly enough because some of the ingredients I'm adding have a high water content, so it should be okay. Okay, I think I was lied to. I think this is exactly 2 cups. Okay, well, I think I was lied to. No, hold on, this is... Okay, wait, no, that's milliliters. Okay, actually, no, I was right in the first place. So yeah, this is a little shy. Actually, you know what? This is pretty remarkably close to 3 cups. So the recipe should be okay. Wow. Okay, so this is 2 cups of water. Wait, do we need to add this now? I forgot to preheat my oven. Okay, so this is 2 cups of water, which is not enough. But we'll see. I'll do a little bit more in a second. Ooh, it's bubbling. Okay, so I do not believe that was enough water. I'm gonna add a bit more. Okay, I think this looks correct. Wow. Actually, I think I might have added too much water. Oh dear. I think I might have added too much water. We'll see, I guess. Okay, so I'm going to separate my batter into 2 bowls because I have 2 cats, and I need 2 mixtures. So let's go ahead and do that. Oh dear. Oh my. I'm not gonna record this part. Okay, so I cleaned up my mess that I just made and I separated into 2 bowls. This one seems to be drier, so I'm going to be working with this one first. And I will tell you what flavors we're doing. So this is Addie, short for Addison, and she will be the first cereal mascot that we will be making today. She has been described by my friends as a pumpkin, and I completely and totally agree. She's just the most cuddliest cat, but she doesn't like to be held very much, so I'm gonna put her down. So, we're going to be turning her into a pumpkin spice cereal. So, I have my thing of pumpkin from a can that I from a can that I opened earlier this week before we went to the lake, and I made some pumpkin scones, and we have so much of this pumpkin that I need to use it up, and this is the perfect opportunity to. I'm just gonna get right to mixing the spices. My hope is that because pumpkin has such a high water content, that it will help to rehydrate the corn meal. So I'm gonna try and incorporate this, because I think it will definitely help. I might want to add a decent amount, because I feel like I don't want these to be flavorless. And I have a lot of pumpkins, so might as well. So now I'm going to add my spices to my cereal. So I've got ginger, I've got nutmeg, this is cinnamon, this is ginger, and I've got cloves. I'm just going to put it all together. Okay, so I have separated my other bowl into 2 bowls because I believe that my other cat, Milo, who I can't find at the moment, I believe she's outside. I believe she has 2 flavors. She's gray and white. So I was thinking 2 flavors. It makes sense. They kind of work together, the complementary and contrast. So I was thinking originally a coconut chocolate. I thought that coconut works very well, and I still think that. I am going to be doing 1 coconut flavor, but I didn't think chocolate matched her personality, so I was thinking, and I was like, she's very energetic, very zooming around all the time, and I believe she would be a citrus, so I'm doing a coconut orange, and I think that works very well for her, and I'm separating them into 2 different bowls to work with them. So let's just get right to it. This should be enough coconut, right? Right? The batches are so small. Maybe I don't even need the whole thing. So I don't really know if there's any other spices or something I should add to orange, because you could do an orange cinnamon, I guess, but I wouldn't really consider cinnamon to be a big part of her general aura. Maybe. I don't know. I think just the pure coconut and the pure orange extract will be good enough. I believe it'll be good enough. This is looking kind of dry, so I'm gonna add some more water. Coconut is done. I'm not really sure how well orange is going to go with cornflakes. I'm willing to test it, but I'm not 100% sold on the cornflake. Maybe it'll be good. Maybe I'll discover something delightful. That is strong. I'm going to use half of a teaspoon. Oh. Okay. Now I'm just gonna mix this up. Simple. Okay, this does smell very strong, so I'm gonna add a bit more sugar to this, because I believe that's probably a good call, because I'm not super sure how sweet it's all gonna be. Just a little bit of sugar. Make sure it's well incorporated. That doesn't smell good. That smells not great. Maybe the solution is more orange. so here we have our coconut, our orange, and our pumpkin. And I'm really excited about the pumpkin because it smells delicious. I am very skeptical of the orange, but it's time to put them in the oven. So I'm just gonna do that. So I have the orange, coconut, and the pumpkin. The pumpkin is very thick and there's a lot of it, so I don't know how well it'll dry out. This might need to go into the oven for a lot longer, so I just need to add some dry crunchies to get some good texture, and then they're going in the oven. Okay, so they're in the oven, well, except for this one. And the timer is set, and I'm super excited about the pumpkin. It smells really good. It doesn't look great right now, but I'm hopeful. So these two came out of their first round in the oven, and everything is looking good. I am eating cereal while making cereal, and things seem to be on track, so I'll keep you updated. It's time to rip these bits into the flake shapes. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. Okay, so the coconut mixture was too dry. It was too dry. So it crumbled a lot more than expected. See how the pumpkin flaked very well. I'm very proud, very excited. And we did get some flakes with the coconut, but a lot of it is just like falling apart. So make sure you have enough water if you're trying this recipe. And I'm just going to continue working. Okay, so I put the flakes into the oven for their final bake so they can dry out. And I've got the pumpkin ready to go, and everything is working out so far. Unfortunately, it's very dry, very cracked. There needed to be more moisture content, and then it dried out. It needed to dry out better. It's still gonna work, but it's gonna be more like a granola texture, I suppose, instead of flakes. So I'll see you in a second. Okay, so I took them out of the oven and they look great! This one's still hot. It's the pumpkin, and this one is the coconut orange, and here's some of the cool pumpkin. And they look great. I just need to sift out some of the crumbs that is here because I messed up the recipe a little, and if you can't tell, the lighting's changed outside. Okay everyone, I finally finished. It's been many hours of drying and waiting and making sure that everything was thoroughly and properly dried out, because I had made the pumpkin one especially way too thick. There was too much batter, I hadn't spread it thin enough, so it took a long time to dry out, and I had to put it in again and again, and it's finally here, and it's finally ready for the taste test. I'm just gonna put this over here. I'm excited to try it out. Ready for the pour. Okay, it's not saying. So, we are going to be trying Addison's Perfect Pumpkin Patch Flakes. It's patent pending. I'm just gonna put this here for now. Alright, I'm very excited. Let's give it a taste test. Well, they're certainly very chewy. That might just be a thickness thing. So if I had followed the recipe more correctly, I would have ended up with a better bite. But unfortunately, I have fallen victim to under-seasoning again. I like it. It's good. But it's certainly very under-seasoned. I think I would add a little bit more sugar, maybe a bit more salt, just everything overall, more pumpkin, more everything, more water certainly. Spread it out properly and have a better overall taste and texture. I think it can very much be improved upon. I'm gonna get some water. When we were up at Waskesiu, the lake, we found this art gallery in town, and it was just lovely. And I found this mug by Susan Robertson, and it's just, look at it, it's just so great. There were so many lovely things at that art gallery. I would highly recommend if you're ever in Waskesiu in Saskatchewan. Check out and support our local artists. Alright, so now that my palate has been sufficiently cleansed, I must introduce to you Milo's Wildly Wonderful Flakes. Orange and coconut. I'm just gonna take these out. This last time it just did not work. The color on these is just, I don't know if you can see it that well. Very nice. Very bright. Let's give these a try. The coconut orange. Surprisingly, these ones actually turned out much better. I was quite hesitant about the orange and cornmeal together, but this actually works very well. With a little tweaking, I think it could be very, very good. Same with the other one, but it had more issues. The texture is much better with this. I think this works very well. I'm surprised. Thank you, Wild and Wonderful Flakes. I think because I was able to get these more flat, and they had enough time to cool properly. So that's it. Thank you for watching this video and coming along with me creating cereals that represent my cats. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. I now know more about making cereal than I ever have before, and I would highly recommend trying a new thing. So yes, thank you for watching.